God saw how good it was. In our first reading today, we get the very first words of the Bible, Genesis chapter 1. The reading, of course, is part of the 6 days of creation. This phrase about the goodness of creation is a refrain repeated several times throughout the story. The image is one of God stepping back throughout the creation process and deliberately recognizing the goodness of what he's making. I think this is another of those passages and phrases that we hear so often that we forget the impact of it. What's interesting is that this recognition of the goodness of creation takes place even before God's work is complete. The process itself, what God is doing in creation, is good. And indeed, what God is creating is good. Sometimes, particularly when we're struggling with something, we forget that the world is fundamentally good, that God's creation is good. Sure, human beings are sinful and we cause a lot of damage to this good world, but the world is good. Existence itself is good. So today, let's just take that in. And, like God does in the reading, let's take a step back to recognize goodness wherever we encounter it, especially in those moments where recognizing that basic goodness might not be our first thought.